Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets.
I'm in tune, I'm plotting my next move. I made sure I can't lose by changing my mental. I'm focused, I'm in tune, I'm plotting my next move. I made sure I can't lose by changing my mental.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. Today's starting pitcher, Tylor Megill.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Andres Gimenez leading things off and takes a strike. Way high. Just missed. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball three.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-2 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Nathan Lucas stands in now, looks at that one inside. And a foul ball. Misses inside. 2-1. Here goes the runner. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And they put the tag on him for the out.
Batting third, first baseman.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Well, Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Man at second. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Anthony Santander at the plate. That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gimenez stands at second with 2 gone. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starter in this one, Chris Bassitt. What should we keep an eye on here?
Really labored his last time out. 4+ innings, wasn't able to qualify for the win, but fortunately got a no decision and didn't take a loss. We'll see if he can get in the W column today.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a pop-up. Jimenez. And it's caught for the out. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Francisco Lindor.
Well, last year had over 90 RBIs, fell short of that 100 benchmark milestone, but you know he's got motivation to come out this year and reach that number. He's just a quality hitter, sound mechanics, and look for him to be a big run producer in this lineup.
Jesse Winker in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too. And a curve is down and in.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swing and a foul out of play. Pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2-2 now. And that one missing low. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 1-0.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The Polar Bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. 3rd home run of the season. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Ronnie Mauricio stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. Foul ball. Just off the inside edge.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. And we're back.
Leading
and
off
now the
for
shortstop,
the
Bo Bichette.
Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
McGill, a righty that throws with power. 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
On the ground to the left, Lindor. And Bichette is retired. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. And that's a little bit high. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Just missed. Clement stands at first with 1 out. That one misses, and it's 3-0. Strike one. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And ball four, 2 aboard.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tap foul at the plate. Wild pitch. Catcher gets a piece. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. That one missed.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Gets him to chase after that ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor makes the grab, and that's the third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
For the Mets, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Bassett back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
And now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch. And it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost
dives, and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Jeff McNeil stands in. In the air, left field. Santander has a beat on it. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
1, 2, 3. Con la mano en la pared. Ay, ay, ay. Dando cintura con calentura. Con la mano en la pared. Ay, ay, ay. Métele movimiento, no perdamos el tiempo. Con la mano en la pared.
On to the third inning. Now here is
Toronto,
Nathan
right fielder,
Lucas.
Nathan Lucas.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
McGill ready to fire now. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Tosses to first, 1 up, 1 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first time. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Santander in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one catches the zone, and the count is 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground, out to short. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Santander hauls it in, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Strike 1.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Inside, almost got him. Two outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses, and the count is filled up. Juan Soto would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Left field, Santander pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field, Bo
Leading
Bichette
off
up to
for
the dish.
Toronto, shortstop Bo Bichette.
Lifted in the air, right center field. That gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wastes no time there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Next to hit, Ernie Clement. In the dirt, blocked. And no movement on the bases. It's ball one.
Ball, that's out.
Right through there for a strike.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Late swing, fouled off. Blue Jays down a run.
We got a full count.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Into the bullpen and gone. So he blasts one out the other way. His first homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 3-2.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Wagner batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And that one fouled off. And that's
Inside, ball
off
one.
the inside edge. And the count 1-2. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now at the plate,
Up
Alejandro
next, for the
Kirk.
Blue Jays,
RBI
catcher,
single
Alejandro
his
Kirk.
last time up. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Soto makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. There's a strike. That's in there. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on. Back at the ballpark,
Leading
and
off
in this
for the
series,
Mets,
it has been lights
right
out
fielder,
on the mound
Juan
as we take a check of the
Soto.
numbers. There's a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's a ball.
Well, these Mets just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense.
Oh, that got away
That
from
got
him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by-pitch to lead off the inning. And now it's the polar
Now
bear,
batting,
Pete Alonso.
first
He's already
baseman,
homered
Pete
here in this one.
Alonso.
that's
Just
outside.
missed. And another ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And it is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and the Mets jump in front. It's 4-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Ronnie Mauricio now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
He was all over that one. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now a chance for Brandon Nimmo. And foul ball. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Ground ball could be 2. Over to Bichette.
That's an out.
Over to first, safe. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Grounded out his first time up. And that skips into dirt. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Eric Swanson up and loosening in the pen. Burr getting cranked up as well. There's a strike. Outside low. 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Man at first, one away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Goes down looking.
Up next,
here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1.
McNeil.
Just missed. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it into second, and he's got a double. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That's it for Chris Bassitt, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. New pitcher now for the Jays, Angel Bastardo. He's making his second appearance of the season. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Back here in Queens, new inning getting started. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Gimenez. Gimenez, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Towards first. Alonso takes it to the bag, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Now batting, right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas, has grounded out a couple of times. In there at the knees, strike one. One down, base is empty. That's
One
too
ball,
low. And the
2
count
strikes.
1-2.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Strikeout number 8. Vladimir Guerrero
Now batting,
Jr.
first
now.
baseman,
Who's 0 for 2
Vladimir
with a pair of
Guerrero
strikeouts.
Jr.
And that one fouled off.
This is important. If he can go 1-2-3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Ripped to short. Sends it across to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Score holds at 4-3. And we're back. And the batter now, Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. There's the strike at the knees.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy,
oh, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap, into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Jesse Winker, 0 for 2 in this one. First
Ball
pitch,
1, no
not
strike.
close. Lindor at second with nobody out. Just
Ball back
missed.
outside.
That one ripped. And out of here. The 2-run shot, his first homer of the year. It's 6-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. No, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And now it's Juan Soto. Hauls it in for the out.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he could have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Now he breaks his bat. And that drops foul. That misses.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the count even 1-1. That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's hard hit on the line. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
One out. Runner at second. And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 8-3. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. The pitcher on here, Alek Manoah.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And that's down and away.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Next offering is in for a strike. Popped up. Bichette makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Luis Torrens.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. Inside, ball 1. 4 runs already in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Liner, base hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
So a man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 2. First pitch misses. Torrens, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that misses. 2 balls and a strike. And that one pulled foul. And there's a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Base knock, center field. And out to a board.
Now batting.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Out towards right center field. Lucas makes the grab. And that is that. But 2 round. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Santander.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, A.J. Minter. This is his third time out this year. Not close with that one. Ball one.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Out to center. Taylor moving under it. Hauls it in for the out. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Right through there for a strike. One out, base is empty. And a foul ball. Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Clement in the box again, takes a strike. The Mets leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And there's a strike. On the ground to third, and it gets by him. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Fly ball center field. Taylor snags it, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Francisco Lindor. Manoah back to work. This to center field. Makes the grab after a long run. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Winker, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for New York, Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Two down, nobody on. Good eye right there. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Varsho makes a nice grab at a full sprint, and the Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead at 8-3. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here is Alejandro Kirk. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. And that one wrapped foul.
Nope, upstairs.
Out there to center. Taylor hustling after it. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And there's one down. And now Dalton Varsho. And there's the strike. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty.
Andres
And here
Jimenez.
is Andres Jimenez. And that's
Inside,
off
ball
the
one.
inside edge. And that is ball 1. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor makes the play, and that is that. 1, 2, 3, go the Blue Jays.
Leading off.
Here's Pete
for the
Alonso.
Mets,
He's got a couple
first
homers
baseman,
already, so can he
Pete
possibly do it
Alonso.
again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle of honest.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. And that's outside.
Outside.
That
Ball
misses.
inside.
Ball 2. And that misses off the outside edge. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Three, 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Varsho gets under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman.
So digging in, Ronnie Mauricio. First
Off the
pitch
plate,
doesn't
ball
find
1.
the zone.
Nope, that's a ball.
Base is
balls,
empty,
no
1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And a base hit. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, called strike. Mauricio, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A little bit
Ball
low.
1.
And now it's even 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Forget it. He'll touch them all. And they add on. It's 10-3.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Look at that. Pure reaction. Fastball up and in. Not an easy pitch to get to, but because it was just a reflex, he didn't have time to get long with this swing.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1. Ball, that's off the plate.
In the air, right side of the infield. And that's how to play a foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. That one well upstairs. And the count is even 2-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Lucas sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Two away.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. And it's fouled away. The next pitch misses. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one missed. Bounce to the right. And that goes foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Bouncer to second. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the 3rd out. In and over. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now 10-3. You're watching Major League Baseball.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
70.
Jose Butto.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Lucas stands in now and watches strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Outside, and it's 1-1. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Ball
That's
one
a ball.
there. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball.
Well, he just threw that
2 strikes.
fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Torrens down to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
No, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so
That's
far.
outside.
Santander stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swinging a foul straight back. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
1 ball.
The
2
Mets
strikes.
up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
the Phillie Phanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Phillie Phanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. And there's a fly ball, deep right field, back there. And forget it. Francisco Lindor takes it deep. Third home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 12-3.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. Ryan Burr will take over here. He last pitched 2 days ago. So now here's the DH, Jesse Winker.
Ryan Burr.
First offering misses badly for ball one. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
Not in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with him. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Just missed. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air, center field. Varsho makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now, Juan Soto.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Burr, a 6'4" righty, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. Yeah, that's fouled off. 1-1 now. That one is upstairs.
1 strike.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Soto tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Soto, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And there's a ball. Alonso checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. My partner known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh my goodness!
In your career,
I can't even believe. I can't. I win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even. Seriously, I don't believe that.
Ball.
In the dirt. One out. Runners at first and second. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. In the air, center field. And there's two away.
Now batting.
So first and second with two outs. Now it's going to be Brandon Nimmo. Right side. Lucas sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. Last chance coming up for the Blue Jays. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the ninth. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Buto back to work. This one high in the air to left center. He's got it. Going up, one down. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. That one missing inside.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Good job to fight that one off. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Will Wagner. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take this one in a blowout.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push it a little further, get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing really well, and these players, you can tell they feel the energy these fans bring to the ballpark.
And your final, 12-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Kiss